Match is over.
Hello.
Naseem Shah and Harish Rauf can't play. No, they are injured.
We can sit and see. Hi guys. Hello.
Come.
Hello.
Come here.
You can come here. No, that's fine. Anubhav is not coming.
I will come.
Okay. आप main हो.
And that is fine. We'll just sit. Hello guys. I don't know how many are able to view my video. पहले तो मेरे को YouTube से copyright strike मिल गया है. The reason being we have mistakenly uploaded one short of the thing. So इंडिया ने पाकिस्तान को कर दिया थ्रैश. पाकिस्तान टीम इज टोटली एक्सपोज्ड. मैं शुरुआत से बोल रहा हूं. मैं शुरुआत से बस एक ही चीज हमेशा सबको बोलता हूं कि पाकिस्तान टीम इज नॉट अ स्ट्रॉन्ग बैटिंग लाइनअप, नॉट अ स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉलिंग लाइनअप. It is like they have projected them as a very good team, number one team. We have just exposed number one team. What a weak performance by this Pakistani bowler. I'll tell you one few stats before moving forward. इससे पहले पाकिस्तान टीम ने मैच खेला किसके अगेंस्ट? अफगानिस्तान के अगेंस्ट. कौन मारा? गुलबरीज. 150 रन मार दिया था गुलबरीज. यू रिमेंबर? 150 रन. गुलबदीन 150 रन मारा. और उससे पहले पाकिस्तान ने 5 मैच की सीरीज जीती थी न्यूजीलैंड की. इंडिया में हो रहा था आईपीएल. अब न्यूजीलैंड ने अपना टीम बी भेजा था, रचिल रविंद्र और वो लोग को भेजा था. उनको हराया था पाकिस्तान टीम ने. अभी इंडिया टीम पहली है और भी हर एक टीम पहलेगी वर्ल्ड कप में. बहुत बेहतरीन परफॉर्मेंस. विराट कोहली, अरे 30,000 रन बना विराट.
केएल राहुल के बारे में बोला.
केएल राहुल के देखो, केएल राहुल के
मंदिर जाके कुछ फायदा हुआ?
मंदिर से ही फायदा हुआ. केएल राहुल के जो टेम्परामेंट है ना, केएल राहुल का जो टैलेंट पे हम लोगों को कभी शक नहीं है. केएल राहुल के टेम्परामेंट पे शक था हम लोग को हमेशा. नेगेटिव क्रिकेट वाज प्लेइंग टुडे. आज वो साहिल साहब को स्वीप शॉट मारा भाई. 140.
शेट्टी सर ने कुछ एडवाइस दिया.
140. सेठी अन्ना इज द ग्रेट. कोई अब आतिया सेठी के बारे में नहीं बनेगा. हाँ, जिम्बाबर लोगों ने
जिम्बाबर के बारे में.
बाबर आजम सिर्फ किसके अगेंस्ट स्कोर किया? नेपाल के अगेंस्ट 150. दैट्स द रीजन वी कॉल्ड हिम जिम बाबर. ही इज अ परफेक्ट जिम बाबर
अगेंस्ट नेपाल. बादल वर्षा
बिजुली.
ये हो गया बादल बिजुली.
So that's it. Anyway, we have a lots of panelists today. We have first Anubhav, who plays for Scotland Best League over here. We have Sudi, who is playing for Poland and as well as in Scotland, and we have Joydeep, who plays for many leagues, and he is
West Bengal
and he is coaching many leagues as well. So let's start with one by one. You can post your comment, but what a win it is. We'll also talk about KULDEEP as a fifer. We'll also talk about this keeping tomorrow's matches. We also talk about why KL Rahul has done the keeping.
We also need to talk about NCA.
We also
what is the role NCA is playing in Indian cricket?
Yeah. One more thing I want to talk about is the Pakistani batting, Pakistani team fitness. That the question arises इन दैट कि साले तुम लोग 4 ओवर फेंकने वाले बॉलर हो पीएसएल में. उन लोग से तुम 50 ओवर का मैच खिला रहे हो. साले वो लोग तुरंत जाके इंजर्ड हो जा रहे. दो प्लेयर इंजर्ड हो गए. नसीम शाह और हारिस दोनों चले गए. मतलब व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फिटनेस यू आर. 4 ओवर के फेंकने के बाद अभी तुम लोग पीएसएल खेलो जाके. क्यों आ रहे हो यहाँ पे खेलने मैचेस को? व्हाई यू वांट टू प्ले दिस मैचेस? ये सब सोच के तुम लोग बोलते हो वर्ल्ड बेस्ट बॉलिंग लीग.
आप मेरे को एक चीज बताओ, शाहीन ने बुमराह को गिफ्ट क्या दिया कल?
मेरे को नहीं मालूम क्या दिया.
बेबी
के लिए गिफ्ट दिया.
बुमराह भाई मत लो ये सब गिफ्ट. जरूरत नहीं है.
बॉम्ब भेज दिया भाई.
ऐसा नहीं. बुमराह भाई सब गिफ्ट मत लो. ये सब साजिश है. दे वांट टू प्ले बायलैटरल सीरीज अगेंस्ट इंडिया. दैट वी वांट प्ले. एनीवे लेट्स डू.
वो एक्चुअली मुझे लगता है ये जो गिफ्ट था वो ये है कि भाई वो भिक्खा नहीं मांगते. मतलब दे वर बेगिंग कि पाकिस्तान में आ जाओ और क्रिकेट खेल लो. हम लोग भाईचारा करते हैं.
दैट इज व्हाट. अभी तो गिरगिरा रही है पाकिस्तान टीम कि मेरे यहाँ मैच करो बायलैटरल सीरीज. जो राजीव शुक्ला और ये गए थे हमारे राजीव शुक्ला और ये हमारे जैसा गए थे तो रॉजर बिनी साहब गए थे. गिरगिरा रही पाकिस्तान बायलैटरल. अबे क्यों करे बायलैटरल सीरीज? वी आर फाइन, वी आर इक्विप्ड. अपने यहाँ सुधारो. अपने यू मस्ट प्ले अ गुड क्रिकेट. यू आर टोटली एक्सपोज. पाकिस्तान टीम इज करेंटली टोटली एक्सपोज हो गई है. अगर देखो Pakistan team is crashed and we will talk about one by one thing. Let's talk about the first thing. What do you think?
So let's pose the question for the viewers. What they say about what your question is.
Viewer can do the question. If you have any question, you just pose the question and we will try to answer each and everything.
So I have one question for you, Machis bhai.
Bolo bhai.
So I have seen Walker when he was commenting. So he said one thing. He said the condition have changed when Pakistan came into bat in the evening. But when India were batting, conditions were looking different. But now it has been changed.
Flat track.
So no. When India was batting, that time it was flat track. Kind of. I mean, he didn't say flat track. The conditions were different. But now it's looking very hard for the batsman. The bowlers are he was reluctant to give credit to the bowlers the way Bumrah has bowled. And then forget about our pace attack. How well our spinners has bowled. I mean, Kuldeep in the middle of us. He only has outplayed the Pakistani team, right? Fifers, man.
Fiver.
Any subcontinent team is known for.
सुनो एक amazing comment आया है. Let's change Zimbabwe name to Neb Babar.
Neb Babar. That is brilliant comment. It's Neb Babar, not Zimbabwe.
No, because no, we can't say Neb Babar yet because उसने repeatedly prove किया है कि जिम्बाब्वे के against बहुत सारा खेल के कि वो जिम्बाब्वे के अगेंस्ट ही ज्यादा रन बना सकता है. नेपाल क्या पता नेक्स्ट मैच में उसको 0 रन पे आउट कर दे. तो वी कैन स्टिल से हिम नेब बाबर. लेट्स कीप हिम जिम्बाब्वे.
Okay,
सौरित्र विश्वास का कमेंट आया है कि अनुभव इज बेटर बैट्समैन देन बाबर आजम.
well done.
That is a good comment. Thanks.
Okay,
Thanks for support.
let's talk about first thing about the Kuldeep Yadav. So Kuldeep अभी क्या हुआ ना इंडियन टीम में सब लोग अचानक से अच्छा खेलने लगे. एक मैच के पहले ऐसा लग रहा था कि ये टीम जाएगी वर्ल्ड कप में. अब अभी लग रहा है यही टीम जाएगी वर्ल्ड कप में.
स्काई को भी भेज देगा.
स्काई को भी भेज सकते हैं.
स्काई मैन इज नंबर 1 बैट्समैन in different format anyway.
Zimbabwe is also number 1 batsman in no ODI. Zimbabwe in ODI.
Ashley Gaming बोल रहे हैं कि इंडिया से खेलने के लायक नहीं है पाकिस्तान.
इंडिया से खेलने लायक नहीं पाकिस्तान टीम जो है ना भैया पहले जाके नेपाल उपाल से खेलो तुम लोग अच्छे से. उसके बाद हम लोग के पास आओ. अरे क्या है
मैं एक चीज बोल रहा हूँ. ठीक है पाकिस्तान का जो भी है मैं ये बोल रहा था कि इंडिया ने जो 266 लास्ट मैच में बनाया था दैट इज ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ देयर अप्रोच. देयर अप्रोच वाज नॉट करेक्ट. आई नेवर डाउट अबाउट देयर पोटेंशियल. इंडियन टीम इज वे मोर बेटर देन पाकिस्तानी टीम बी इट इन बैटिंग और बॉलिंग.
नहीं बॉलिंग तो दे आर आई थिंक बट
दे आर लिटिल अहेड. नो देयर इज नो. इट्स नॉट लाइक उनका पेस अच्छा है तो अपना स्पिन अच्छा है.
बॉलिंग उनका अच्छा है लेकिन इज नॉट लाइक फैंटास्टिक. ओके
एंड बैटिंग का
no I think they are good in bowling but in the first 10 overs if they get 3 wickets.
So
first 10 wickets if they take 10 wickets.
So first of all did Pakistan manage to score 150 at least?
No.
Oh my goodness. तौबा बुर्का पहन लेना चाहिए.
हाँ भाई तुम लोग बुर्का पहनो टीवी फोड़ो जाके और अगली मैच में वो क्या पढ़ते दुआ पढ़ो कि बारिश हो जाए तुम लोग बच जाओ फिर से. समझो only one thing can save Pakistan that is बारिश. विराट कोहली what 13,000 run in ODI man. What a fabulous batsman. 13,000 run.
We'll come into it later on. We actually have done some analysis between Sachin Tendulkar and Virat Kohli. But let's talk about Pakistan game now and then we
let's talk Pakistan game में क्या ही बात करें. मतलब बात करने लायक कुछ है क्या उनके लिए?
No उनको
साइंस आपने gone for 79.
This was long due man. We had to beat them badly. I mean and we beaten them what is that? Very bad. I mean, it's like we sodomized them.
Yeah, but
we beat them black and blue. That is the word I
use. Humiliation.
Black and blue.
Science of Apridi 79 runs.
Best bowler in the world.
Shadab Khan also 78.
No, there was a race between these bowlers. First, who is going to be the first?
नहीं ऐसा बात ऐसा है कि हम लोग यहाँ से देख रहे थे कोहली का सेंचुरी बन रहा है राहुल का. वहाँ पे देख रहे हैं कि शाहीन का also सेंचुरी and रॉफ का सेंचुरी.
रॉफ तो खौफ खा के भाग गया मेरे को लग रहा है.
शादाब सेंचुरी और
मुझे लगता है रॉफ को कोहली का खौफ हो गया. बोला कि मैं जा रहा हूँ.
I am going already because MCG का obviously he
started remembering that.
Yeah, he remembered because these guys are already into form. इसके बाद क्या हुआ? नसीम शाह भी लास्ट में चला गया एक छक्का खा के कोहली का.
छक्का था यार. देखा
what a shot
man.
That
the same Harish Rao kind of shot. Not exactly the same but
that is an amazing shot. But देखो पाकिस्तानी बॉलिंग का जो स्विंग का जवाब नहीं था ना कोहली की बैटिंग का जवाब नहीं था पाकिस्तानियों के पास. मालूम मतलब भाई और इफ्तिकार क्या कर रहे टीम में चाचू. उनको बॉलिंग करवाया भाई उन लोग एज अ बॉलिंग ऑलराउंडर लेके आए
that is a part time bowler है ना,
हाँ,
वो ठीक injury के
And you know what he said
हाँ.
before the Asia Cup
Yes,
about India.
yes, he said कि India
They
हमारा
like
कुछ
India
नहीं.
not much
India-
competitive for them.
Okay.
We don't consider India as a competitor for them.
oh is it
Okay, so okay, let's not take it for granted. I mean,
and he is the worst person who thinks that I can smash 6 in the sleep also
so
एक छक्का नहीं
you
मारना
need to-
him,
you
brother.
need to
That is
remember
not
one
Iftikhar. That
thing.
is this Ali. Oh, there is one.
No,
Ali.
Iftikhar or is
No,
Iftikhar?
not Iftikhar.
तो चाचू
No, you need to. Long before I remember, Sehwag
Ali,
said one thing.
I
You
हाँ.
need to keep remember that thing. बाप बाप होता है, बेटा बेटा होता है.
बाप है और अगर बाप ने प्रूव कर दिया कि
बाप होता है, bro.
क्यों बाप है भाई what a fantastic one. So let's talk about some serious cricket now.
बोल रहे कि we have thrashed them.
we have thrash मतलब ऐसे
Sodomized
कुचल दिया,
बोलते हैं, sodomized.
मसल दिया हम लोगों ने पाकिस्तान को
कुचल दिया.
we have exposed them and we will literally expose them. We have
Yeah, shall we
exposed
take the questions from the viewers?
we will first discuss. We'll see the question. We will first
आज
discuss.
मैच के थोड़ा stats बता दो
हाँ,
ना,
हाँ.
सब viewers को stats of today's match. Please open the
50,
scorecard.
you know,
एक बार scorecard देख के बता दो क्या
50
क्या
Yeah,
हुआ.
yeah.
50 you know ये जो 50 run for top four batsmen, only 4 time in the ODI history it has happened, and it has happened today. Only the first time in the ODI history it has happened.
There are a couple of
two
things-
fast bowler ran away, telling that we can't play against India. But डर के भाग गए भाई. भाई
भाग गया.
डर के भाग गया. रॉफ को खौफ हो गया भाई.
Top and seven shot.
साइन 4 ओवर नहीं फेंका जाता इनसे और ये लोग बात करते हैं ये लोग I don't know why we have played. Let's talk about
No, I want to bring something here. Okay, आप इंडिया का बैटिंग के बारे में let's say we talk about Indians batting. So आप टॉप दो बैट्समैन कल ही दोनों भी 50 रन मार चुके थे.
Amazing. Great start.
Great start. It was one of the best start we were looking for at
That is
least
true.
against Pakistan.
That is so true.
So I know we have great expectation from Rohit Sharma because he has not scored century from a long time, I guess, because he's stuck at 30 century.
Yeah, that is true.
Which is equal to Ricky Ponting. We want him to come back stronger. But then whatever he played is good enough. We are very good. I mean, we are very happy with that performance. तो और शुभमन गिल का जो ये था कि भाई they have started underestimating Gill as an IPL batsman, saying हम लोग भी बोले थे शायद. Obviously we too agree. वो बट देन आज जो उसने दिखा दिया कि भाई आप शाहीन के खिलाफ मैं और एक चीज भी बोलना चाहता हूँ कि 2018 में they played in under 19
Yeah.
so he has already faced and scored a century against him. So it's not the first time he is facing. So शाहीन को अपना औकात बता दिया आज गिल ने कि भाई मैं मतलब अपने इसमें आ जाऊँ ना फॉर्म में तो दिखा सकता हूँ कि what you are and what I am. तो वो चीज है. इसके बाद आप
आउट तो उसने किया ना फिर उसको आउट तो शायद नहीं कर दिया ना गिल को.
No, ठीक है भाई. आप 4 छक्का मार के फिर एक बार आउट भी हो जाते हो. That is well
But
understood.
the star to talk is about KL Rahul.
आज का मैच का जो है हम
बोल रहे हैं कि ग्रीन टी शर्ट पहन के ब्लू पहनो बोल रहे हैं.
यार ब्लू देखो भाई ये जो टी शर्ट है ना हम लोग कुछ ऐसा प्लान नहीं किए थे. वी जस्ट केम फ्रॉम ऑफिस एंड देन वी थॉट दैट लाइव आ जाते हैं. आना नहीं था फिर भी आ जाते हैं. बस आप लोगों के लिए. आप लोग
आज का जो बैटिंग था उस पे हम लोग ये बात करते थोड़ा जो केएल राहुल और विराट कोहली ने जो स्टार्ट किया मतलब जो रिज्यूम किया कल का जो 24 ओवर में 147 था 2 विकेट के नुकसान पे. देन वी कंटिन्यूड फ्रॉम देयर. सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट इट समथिंग. आई मीन हाउ डू यू थिंक राहुल एंड कोहली कंटिन्यूड द इनिंग्स.
देखो आज के मैच का सबसे बेस्ट थिंग क्या है ना कोहली कन्वर्टेड 1 into 2 2 into 3. He didn't rely on 4s and 6s.
Only 4 boundaries.
He don't rely on
only 4
So,
boundaries.
वो
he
चीज
don't rely.
actually
That's the ODI inning you have to play.
Still 120
So that's where
strikes.
the yo-yo test.
so that
Much needed.
I mean we have seen in some of the cases.
That's the determination.
अभी जो ये था मतलब जब 2 रन भाग रहे थे एक ऐसा केस था राहुल was very close
वो रन आउट हो जाता तो कैच
No, it was run out, but
they couldn't collect the ball. तो यही पे यो टेस्ट और फिटनेस आती है. भाई आप कैसे दौड़ते हो. कोहली जब भागता है he was a striker and it's difficult for the striker to take 2 than a non-striker because he always has the advantage. He can start
early.
या
कोहली तो चीता आदमी है भाई, कोहली अपना चीता है।
कोहली चीता नहीं है, वो धोनी और अपना रविंद्र जडेजा दे आर आल्सो चीता जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द फिटनेस। तो फिटनेस ऑब्वियसली एक मायने रखती है गेम पे, एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ गेम पे।
तो मेरा वही, तो कोहली ने वंस को टूज में कन्वर्ट किया, थ्रूज को थ्री में कन्वर्ट किया, एंड
हम अगर कोहली और राहुल के इनिंग्स में देखें तो राहुल का आई गेस 60 to 70% ही स्कोर्ड in boundaries, but Kohli only managed to score 30%. but उनका जो strike rate देखोगे, there is a huge difference. Why?
वर्ल्ड कप में बहुत अच्छे टीम्स है, like New Zealand, Australia, especially England. India should be prepared for that.
Yes. Obviously.
India
will about yesterday.
we discuss कल हम लोगों ने बात किया है।
इंडिया मेरे हिसाब से इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीत सकता, कुछ भी कर लो आप। मेरे हिसाब से नहीं जीत सकता है, पॉसिबल ही नहीं है,
बहुत मुश्किल है। टू बी फ्रैंक,
it is not possible. It is possible,
we have
but it is
teams,
unlikely.
but if you see yesterday match how England
No,
has
अभी
played
मैं
that-
यहाँ पे कुछ बोलना चाहता हूँ कि एशिया कप खत्म होने दो, then we can conclude whether India can win or not, because आज का इंडिया का ऐसा होता है, अप्स एंड डाउन्स आते हैं। एक मैच में बहुत अच्छा खेल लेता है, नेक्स्ट मैच में हक देता है, तो दैट वेरी मच हैपेंस। इंडिया हैज पोटेंशियल। तो अभी देखते हैं कि थ्रू आउट नेक्स्ट मैच है बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ, श्रीलंका के खिलाफ और बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ टुमारो। तो देखते हैं कि कल कैसे खेलता है थ्रू आउट द फाइनल्स। इफ यू मैनेज टू विन एशिया कप, देन वी आर आई मीन वेरी मच लाइकली टू प्ले द फाइनल।
लेकिन I contradict to your one point. एशिया कप में टीम कौन सी है? एक श्रीलंका जो क्वालिफायर खेल के आई हुई है, नेपाल जो वर्ल्ड कप में क्वालिफाई की नहीं है, अफगानिस्तान जो क्वालिफायर खेल के आई हुई है, एंड पाकिस्तान फोर टीम पाकिस्तान
करता है।
फोर टीम पाकिस्तान।
इंडिया सब कॉन्टिनेंट कंडीशंस में ऑब्वियसली अगर पाकिस्तान इनको हरा देती है, मतलब सब कॉन्टिनेंट जो कंडीशंस है उसमें एशिया मतलब इंडिया बाप है। तो मैच जो है वो इंडिया में होने वाली है, नॉट कि साउथ अफ्रीका और वहां पे होने वाली है। ठीक है, तो
बात ऐसा एक और चीज बताना चाहता है कि मैं लास्ट 2-3 मैचों में इंडिया ने टॉप ऑर्डर ने भी परफॉर्म किया और मिडिल ऑर्डर ने परफॉर्म किया व्हेन दे वर इन ट्रबल। लास्ट गेम में अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान, किशन एंड हार्दिक
that is
and in the other games the top two
आज के मैच
shall we take some questions?
एक क्वेश्चन लेते हैं। आज के मैच में ना मुझे धोनी वाली इंडियन टीम की याद आ गई कि पाकिस्तान with no any point of time they were no closer to winning the match, any point। शुरू से एंड तक देख लो आज के मैच में पाकिस्तान कभी था ही नहीं मैच में ऐसा। एंड दैट्स हाउ व्हेन इंडिया वर प्लेइंग द मैच अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान इन धोनी कैप्टनसी, इट वाज लाइक दैट। वो so it was very good game of cricket was the Indian team has played
yeah
today.
I would like to say I mean लोगों का क्वेश्चन है, प्राण इरा उनका क्वेश्चन है, सर आप लोग IITN हो या NITN? So obviously here we both, I mean we two are from NIT. I am from Agartala NIT, he is from Bhopal NIT, and then other two they have studied in Scotland, and they are from which university? Edinburgh University. He is
Poland.
He did his graduations from Poland. He's from Polish University, obviously. So let's not go into that. But then obviously he is ICC certified analyst. So
level 1 analyst.
Sometimes he writes for Crick Info as well. You could see Sudarshanan posting the comment in ESPN Crick Info. So yeah, that's how it is. And Machis bhai, he's always very good. I mean, he's a very good YouTuber, an analyst, yeah, and then we just trying to support him. I mean,
सपोर्ट करते रहिए आप लोग,
सपोर्ट करते रहिए भाई। लाइक ठोको यार, देखो हम लोग का चैनल
लाइक कर दीजिए यार,
लाइक कर दो क्योंकि कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक मिल गया हम लोग के चैनल को फर्जी का, तो प्लीज लाइक इट, अदरवाइज YouTube एल्गोरिथम विल नॉट स्प्रेड इट।
तो गलती से एक हो गया था कि हम लोग का वीडियो ऑन था और उसमें 10 स्पोर्ट्स का वीडियो आ गया था,
और दैट फॉर ओनली 30 सेकंड
30 सेकंड के लिए आया था।
Even for 2 seconds they will take.
हाँ, that is the problem. Not even taken. 10 Sport has given my copyright.
Yeah.
That will not propagate my video now. That is the problem. Anyway, okay. So next comment लेंगे।
So क्लाउड ऑफिशियल बता रहा है अभी, वो थोड़ा सा आपको मतलब ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है कि सर मैं आपका पहले लाइव में आपको बताया था श्रेयस अय्यर चेंज करके केएल राहुल एंट्री करेगा। So what do you want to say on that?
हाँ, that is आपने बताया था कि जो भी क्लाउड यू आर परफेक्ट मींस एंड सबको मालूम था कि केएल राहुल को चेंज करेगा ही, क्योंकि केएल राहुल को एक बार ट्राई तो देना ही था बड़े मैच में। यू कांट गो अहेड विद द केएल राहुल को बोलो कि तुम एशिया कप का फाइनल खेल लो, यू कांट गो अहेड विद द केएल राहुल डायरेक्टली कि तुम जाके सीधे वर्ल्ड कप खेल लो। तो यू शुड हैव अ ट्राई, बट रिप्लेसिंग श्रेयस अय्यर वाज अ क्वेश्चन।
लेट इंजरी के अलग,
I mean obviously KL Rahul had played very good today, and then straight away coming from injury and I mean we never had doubt on KL Rahul's potential. To be honest,
only the attitude was the problem.
Shiva Prasad बोले good morning Paji, you look so handsome in brown t-shirt.
Oh my God.
Machis की Teeli, he's an awesome
Namaste
analyst.
बोलो उनको,
He's an awesome analyst from Shiva Prasad.
शिवा भाई थैंक यू इतनी इज्जत देने के लिए
प्यार देते रहो
थैंक
माचिस भाई को।
यू शिवा भाई आप मेरे मालूम है मैं हर एक वीडियो देखते हो यू कीप कमेंटिंग ऑन माय वीडियो थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग मी लव एंड कीप ऑन स्प्रेडिंग दिस चैनल द मकसद ऑफ दिस चैनल इज एज आई ऑलवेज टोल्ड कि हम लोग अनबायस्ड बोले जो मन है वो बोले ये नहीं कि कोई खरीद लिया हम लोगों को कुछ बोल रहा है
there is one guy I'm not sure where is it from we can still take his comment मकसूद अहमद आप कृपया आप बोल सकते हैं कहाँ से हैं आप पाकिस्तान से है कि कहाँ से आप क्या बोल रहे हैं चले गनबू मुझे नहीं पता मैं आई एम नॉट ए एक्सपर्ट इन उर्दू वो उसका मीनिंग क्या है
क्या बोले
चले गनबू
आई डोंट नो फिर यू कैन
बदबू तो आपने कर दिया पता नहीं
बदबू तो आप लोग पूरे पिच में फैला दिया टट्टी कर दिया आप लोगों ने पूरे पिच में क्या ही खेले मतलब लेट्स टॉक अबाउट पाकिस्तान बैटिंग ओके
What a batting.
लेट्स टॉक अबाउट पाकिस्तान बैटिंग बॉलिंग की तो बात कर ली हम लोगों ने
वो पाकिस्तान का ये बैटिंग हमने पहले प्रेडिक्ट कर लिया था और इंडिया 350 बता रही थी 350 करना था आप कल का वीडियो देख ले हमने कमेंट किया था किसी ने हम लोग को पूछा था आपने आपको सपोर्ट मैंने किया था
आई हैव प्रेडिक्टेड करेक्ट स्कोर 30 ओवर डबल
एग्जैक्टली you obviously you predicted that I supported you वो क्या बोल रहे थे कोई तो व्यूअर था उन्होंने कमेंट किया कि इंडिया 280 में कोलैप्स कर जाएगा बट देन I didn't agree on that I said इंडिया 280 प्लस तो करेगी मिनिमम और आपने बताया था 350 मैंने भी बताया था 350 करेगी वो उसने किया तो अभी जो पाकिस्तान का स्कोर है वो भी सुदर्शन जो अपना एक्सपर्ट है उसने प्रेडिक्ट कर लिया था कि while chasing that big total they will try to go hard and then end up collapsing in 150 तो 150 के अंदर वो कोलैप्स कर गया
and then they have not tried hard I'm not seeing any intention
no they tried actually
what a ball by Hardik Pandya to get Babar Azam
that Hardik Pandya
that was absolutely Jafar I mean, that is what we call
वो बॉल शायद कोई भी खेलेगा
for a normal
so I remember one kind of such delivery by Mohammad Asif वो outside off pitch करके सीधा in आ गया था some batsman he got
Asim Jafar
no Mohammad Asif if you remember Pakistan का great bowler
batsman I'm talking about
पाकिस्तान का
Wasim Jafar out
no
Wasim Jafar match I guess
so वो मोहम्मद ये जो आसिफ जो था he was a great bowler anyway वो great घुसखोर भी थे bribe he to
वो तो ruined his career अपना career उन्होंने ruin किया
पाकिस्तान में
वो माहिर रहते हैं इसमें
कौन मोहम्मद आमिर राइट
no
Asif
आमिर
fast bowler
ओके
तो अभी चलो और क्वेश्चंस लेते हैं वी कैन टेक सम क्वेश्चंस अनुभव स्क्रीनशॉट खोल दो ब्लू पेन चरित्र विश्वास
we'll do that mine
we'll do that Anubhav has a very good physique if you want to see he can remove the t-shirt no problem anytime रूपंकर शर्मा is saying वर्ल्ड कप में बहुत अच्छे टीम्स है like
वो क्वेश्चन ले लिया हमने
and especially England no we didn't take that so वर्ल्ड कप में बहुत अच्छे टीम्स है like न्यूजीलैंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया and especially England India should be prepared for that also obviously we don't want to take anyone lightly we need to play the best so that's why we played today I mean
the same kind of intention it should be opener आके fearless थोड़ा क्रिकेट खेले and then down
right approach चाहिए सिर्फ थोड़ा सा right approach
and then KL and all will be placing good ना
हाँ तो अभी शिवा प्रसाद गुड मॉर्निंग पाजी मॉर्निंग तो हम लोग का भी नहीं है पता नहीं आप कहाँ से बोल रहे हो हम लोग
शिवा प्रसाद might be in Canada or something
okay are you from Canada speaking anyway
नहीं not the Canada probably जापान वगैरह होगा
we are in UK
महेश भाई एक क्वेश्चन आपके लिए कि युजवेंद्र चहल का ओडीआई करियर के बारे में कुछ बोलिए आप क्या होने वाला
No, now he's playing in Kent for Kent Cricket, the English Premier League. I mean, for the English county. So I don't think he will be
part of the World Cup.
Like for obviously.
For sure.
For the World Cup.
देखो Chahal will not be a part of World Cup. That is 100% sure. देखो what it is now, the same team will go. यही टीम जा रही है वर्ल्ड कप में एंड वी मस्ट एडमिट एज सुनील गावस्कर टेल अब जो टीम है यही है एंड दिस टीम इज डूइंग गुड आई डोंट नो कुलदीप यादव हैज प्लेड बिकॉज़ आई डोंट ट्रस्ट
128 ऑल आउट
आई डोंट ट्रस्ट पाकिस्तान बॉलिंग बैटिंग एनीवे क्योंकि पाकिस्तान
one stat is this is the largest margin of victory for India against Pakistan in ODI
oh my god that
biggest win ever in history
Biggest win. No, that was my question in the group. If you say what we actually use among ourselves, कि ये जो आज का win है वो एक दशक में whether it would be the worst ever defeat by India.
Way worse than World Cup defeat in 2019, but World Cup is World Cup.
World Cup is World Cup.
No, we always beat them in World Cups, right? I mean, there is one
we always beat
exception.
them.
That was even in T20 World Cup.
T20 World Cup.
Not in.
Babar and Rizwan chased 150 runs.
50 overs का loss है हम.
And then that World Cup ruined the career of Virat Kohli, because from there his stepping down as a captain started basically, because see,
only for 2 years.
but if you beaten by Pakistan, everyone will be against it, at least in World
Now
Cup.
दोस्तों आप लोगों के लिए एक क्वेश्चन है. एक क्वेश्चन है कि विराट कोहली ऑब्वियसली इज अ ग्रेट बेस्ट बैट्समैन. अब ओडीआई का मैं सिर्फ स्टैट कंपैरिजन करूंगा तो ही हैज ऑलरेडी क्रॉस 13,000 मार्क और 47 सेंचुरीज. I mean, I obviously I accept that he is going to break Sachin's record in terms of century, but Sachin का जो ODI total runs है that is 18,400 some runs. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि विराट कोहली वो तोड़ सकता है? आप लॉजिकल एनालिसिस करके उसका जवाब दीजिए.
मेरे हिसाब से नहीं तोड़.
तो वो that I will come into it later.
5,000 runs means 6 more years of cricket.
5,400 मान लो कि 5,500 runs उनको और करना है सचिन का रिकॉर्ड तोड़ने के लिए. सचिन का
No, but he has played 265 games, Kohli, and he has played 422 games.
But anyways, to play 140 games, he has to play at least 5 years.
So that's what 5 years.
तो इसका जवाब आप कमेंट पे दीजिए. इसके बाद हम लोग आंसर आएंगे क्योंकि हमने ऑलरेडी रिसर्च किया इसके ऊपर.
अभी इस वर्ल्ड कप
Next comment.
Let's हो पाएगा नहीं हो पाएगा. Century, I hope he makes.
Let's give the answer to the public.
I hope 50 centuries.
Next comment, bro.
Obviously, in terms of century, Kohli in ODI, not in Test cricket. I'm not saying in any other format of cricket. ODI cricket में Kohli will be the highest century makers. That nobody can deny that fact.
Only 2 more to go to catch.
Obviously, he
but in terms of
the World Cup itself,
he will make around 55 centuries in his.
Tomorrow we want one more century.
Tomorrow there will be century from Rohit Sharma. I'll tell you. Tomorrow Rohit Sharma.
No, Pathirana will get him out.
Prathirana can only ball if Dhoni is there back of the ground. Otherwise they'll not. Last to last match, if you see,
he's a good bowler.
He's a good bowler, but
young talent.
You need to groom that talent.
He'll get.
Dhoni already did.
But Dhoni commented, they should use Prathirana only in T20. If you put it him 50 over, you'll spoil his career. That's what Dhoni's statement of the last World Cup was. Okay, let's talk about one thing. Let's talk about, somebody has asked, Pavitra I think asked the question that what about India's number 4, if you see.
Number 4 KL Rahul, if he is confirmed.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Number 4, is KL Rahul confirmed? Whom you want to go with now? So we have lot of option now, right? We have KL Rahul.
Let's talk sensible here. Obviously KL Rahul ने आज जो innings खेली है उसने सेंचुरी बना दिया. Then nobody in at least next, I mean until one World Cup में उनका जगह पक्का हो गया एकदम से.
That is
so nobody can replace him in before World Cup. That's for sure.
मेरे हिसाब से KL Rahul तो खेलेगा, but वो between Kishi and Shreyas Iyer, one will play in each game depending on situation, depending on opponent.
But Kishi has also proved now that
he has played.
I would say
in that temperament.
I would say they will still go with Kishi and Ishan Kishan and KL Rahul in the team, because we need one left-hander in middle order at least. Jadeja is a lower order batsman, that's fine. But most probably you won't get to play a long innings.
That is true.
Coming down the order. But
I would like to add.
Kishan can come 2 down, 3 down after like fall of 3 wickets and can still take the game like last match with Pakistan. So we need one left-hander. And obviously KL Rahul with his good comeback.
Very good comeback.
If not, even if he is not performing, if he didn't perform today, I will still keep him in the World Cup squad at number 4 ahead of Shreyas Iyer, because he is a potential guy and he has some good experience. He already played one World Cup for India.
And technique wise, after Kohli, KL is the best.
KL is
KL the second best. Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
With
There is
KL,
no doubt about
for
it.
KL temperament,
So-
KL का हमेशा temperament का issue
But
है.
then,
we don't have a
yeah, the perception we are seeing it right now.
is
For
good.
KL Rahul, I would like to bring one
अरे
thing
उसने
here.
आज साइन को स्वीप करके मारा भाई स्वीप
Yeah, 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 I
140
understand.
140
I'd like
साइन
to bring one thing here, and then also is a question to discuss. तो देखो दोस्तों, आज सिचुएशन एक अलग होती अगर मान लो आज केएल की जगह केएल स्टिल फिट नहीं होता, लेट्स से वो 2 गेम की जगह 3 गेम का ब्रेक लेता है, श्रेयस आज खेल रही होती है नहीं, उसने अगर सेंचुरी मार दिया रहता तो द सिनेरियो कुड हैव बीन डिफरेंट ऑब्वियसली. तो हम लोग ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते श्रेयस खराब है.
I like Shreyas Iyer.
Shreyas
I like
Iyer, the way he started in the previous match,
Against
he was
Pakistan.
against Pakistan,
Very good confidence.
straight away
Confident.
coming from NCA after injury, he was looking very good, damn good. It was just he was just unlucky that he got out. That's a different thing for sure. And then KL Rahul ka aaj obviously he played exceptionally well, but then obviously he got century. Now his position is obviously secured. It's secured.
But like Shreyas Iyer,
हाँ,
he
तो
will-
हम लोग
ऐसा नहीं होगा कि वो खेलेगा नहीं, कोई वर्ल्ड कप मैच
So-
तो
कोई
खेलेगा.
में खेलेगा
No,
खेलेगा
they may mix, they may mix,
that-
they may.
They
but
will-
that
they will
that's a
mix.
very good thing about Indian cricket कि आपके बेंच पे अगर ऐसा
competitive player.
cricketers are waiting and they are struggling for their place.
That's good. That's a good
That's a
problem to have.
very very
And
very
then
problem
the
to have.
best part-
Unless you have politics. Politics is something different. But this is not politics. This is based on performance. If you see-
and best part is like openers are performing in the down. That is the KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan. These guys are openers. They are performing very good.
And even actually, Sanju Samson is an opener, but when he played number 5 for India, he has always performed.
He has always performed. So India has pretty much talent.
Number 5 में
Pretty much.
I have one question.
Mhm.
So if you see 2019 World Cup,
Mhm.
KL Rahul obviously performed very good,
Mhm.
but he opened for India.
he opened
He
with
went-
He scored like 2 to 3 centuries,
After
maybe
the-
with
after-
Sri Lanka and one more.
even
than
Pakistan he made 50 that
Yeah,
year. He
so
made-
he was very successful as opener. Now what will happen in this World Cup?
So it's
He will
not
be
about
number 4 or should India should
One
consider
thing
him
would
for
like to
no
add-
chance,
No,
no chance.
no,
no.
no.
One thing here I would like to add.
No, Suman Gill will be opening,
It's
yeah.
not about being successful as an opener. How I don't know how do you consider or how do you know. I mean, as an opener, if you are successful, because KL Rahul, if you see all his matches in last World Cup, he scored runs, but his strike rate was very poor just because of his approach. Matlab,
Opening
he
batsman have
struggled.
some special. I mean, obviously they will have some unique
No,
technique to play the new ball.
You can't-
Obviously,
you
not
can't-
everyone
you
can't
can't
play the new
replace-
ball.
you-
Yes, yes.
Everyone can't play the new ball.
How about you
Yes,
can't
yes.
replace Gill and Rohit now, right?
Yes, obviously we can't.
We have not tested Gill.
So
at
what
the
I'm
bottom of
telling,
the
you
last.
know, KL, I mean, drop Gill from the team. If you feel Shreyas Iyer is a good potential guy,
Okay, then
make KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma open as same like last World Cup. Bring Shreyas Iyer in number 4.
But Gill
Kishan also.
But Gill is also playing good, na? So it's
Yeah,
not like
if
that-
Gill is-
That's everything up to the captain and the management. I mean,
Yes,
coach.
Gill, the way he is playing, if he can continue the same till until the World Cup, so it's a very good positive sign for us. Not we don't only want him to play in World Cup. We want him to continue the
Because he's the future
Yeah,
cricketer.
he's the future cricketer for India. He's the future of India. अगले 10 साल तक he should keep scoring the same way. तो तब जाके because India is always known from producing good batsmen.
Yeah, so we talked about Pakistan bowling. Let's talk on technical things. Okay, Pakistan batting. Okay, 10 batsmen. Okay,
Only today 8.
only today 8. That's fine. Out of it, no one performed. Means not even single.
That's the pressure. That's the high pressure game.
Fakhar Zaman. Fakhar Zaman is not performing. You know, he has not performing since many days
No,
now.
that's always the high pressure game
So-
between India and
Fakhar
Pakistan.
Zaman. Then you have that Imamul Haq,
The opener. Yeah,
the opener. That
He's a good player,
He's
but
a good player.
but today,
Babar
good
and
ball, good ball,
Babar
good
and
ball.
Rizwan. Babar, so I don't believe on Babar. There are many people. He's number 1 ODI batsman now. There are many people, but
Let him play more games.
Babar
Let
is
him play more games.
Babar is Zimbabwe. That's what I can say.
Great talent still. He's
He
talented.
is talent, yeah.
talent.
Let him play more games. then we comment on him.
Even that's always I say, if someone say me Sahin is a very good bowler, let him play games. It's like अभी काय कितने दिन हुआ है उसको, मतलब
5 साल तो हो ही गया.
2 साल तो कोविड था बीच में. Think about that. And 2 years was COVID, and then he was injured for 6-7 months in between. So
guys, आप लोग कुछ क्वेश्चन पोस्ट कीजिए, कमेंट कीजिए, तब जाके
people are partying in India. They could have beer and everything in India. 100%. Everyone will be celebrating. You should celebrate. This is the biggest win against Pakistan. Doing the win against Pakistan is always a kind of celebration.
लेकिन ऐसा after 2 days of matches, it doesn't feel that.
That is yesterday. If it had been there, na, it would be.
Yeah.
But the last time we played the 2 days match was against New Zealand in semi-final. That
Last
was very much unfortunate.
And India have never been successful in the reserve day.
Yeah.
Usually the World Test Championship and the World Cup. Last World Cup with New Zealand. So reserve days.
Yeah, there was no better time to
India.
make the comeback. Then getting it against Pakistan. There is no better day.
And then I want this match to happen today, because if you read about all the Pakistani media expert, all the Pakistani channel, everyone was telling that India को औकात दिखा दिया, ये कर दिया, last match होना था, we could have thrashed India. भाई देख लो अपनी औकात, देख लिया,
रजाई ओढ़ लो और सो जाओ.
वही है ना, देख लिया अपनी औकात. तुम लोग क्यों भाई, मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ, तुम लोग 4 ओवर के बॉलर हैं, इनको कहाँ क्यों खिलाते हो? PSL बॉलर.
पाकिस्तान के टीम मैनेजमेंट और ये लोग इंडिया से हार गया, they can't just tolerate that, you know?
That is true.
तो इनके लिए स्पेशल स्ट्रेटेजी था. हरीश श्रॉफ को पहले बिठा दिया, बोला कि हरीश श्रॉफ तो बॉल नहीं किया. अगर हरीश श्रॉफ बॉल करते, उसने 5 ओवर में 27 रन दिया, नेक्स्ट 5 ओवर में अगर 27 रन भी देते, तो भी इंडिया का अगर 10-15 रन कम होते मैक्सिमम,
300 ही हो जाता होगा. 300.
हरीश श्रॉफ क्या उखाड़ लेता. नसीम शाह डर के छक्का खा के भाग गया. उसको तो मैंने देखा
नसीम शाह अच्छा बॉलिंग,
व्हाटएवर, बट अब छक्का खाने के बाद भाग गया. उसको क्या
देखो, पाकिस्तान की टीम में
पूरे पाकिस्तान ने कोहली से 6 रन ज्यादा बनाया. लेकिन
पाकिस्तान ने 6 रन ज्यादा. दैट्स क्लैप फॉर देम, क्लैप फॉर दैट.
तो इन्होंने जानबूझ के 2 बैट्समैन को नहीं उतारी. वो ना इनका जो रोने वाला गैंग है,
रंडी रोन आर
they will still say we didn't bat till the very end.
And Roff injured हो गया, इसीलिए नहीं, Roff तो विकेट ले लेता तुम्हारा. अबे तो ऐसे प्लेयर्स को लाते क्यों तुम लोग खिलवाने के लिए, जो 4 ओवर बॉलिंग नहीं कर पाते. कमेंट कोई कमेंट पड़ेगा क्या?
सब सो गए, सब सो गए.
नहीं, दर्शक लोग यार प्लीज लाइक कर दे यार. वी वांट
एक एक्ट एंड एक्टर posted.
He's back.
Act and actor, he keep posting.
Thanks.
Yesterday also he was asking me too many questions.
Pakistan team is only good in first 10 overs. Next 40 overs they bowl like Zimbabwe.
Because I'll tell you one thing. Because Pakistan cricket team is based on PSL. They don't have an ecosystem like us where you have a Ranji Trophy, you play Ranji, you come in ODIs. They have a PSL. उनका भी डोमेस्टिक तो था नहीं. अभी 3-4 साल पहले उनका डोमेस्टिक बना, जिन्ना कोई ट्रॉफी खेलते लोग, मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना ट्रॉफी. Previously there was no domestic 50 over cricket for them. Now they are making the PSL as so PSL के बॉलर कितने देर बॉलिंग करेंगे? 4 over. After 10 over we'll just beat them. और 2 तो बॉलर है उनके पास यार.
So that should be the strategy for any team to play against Pakistan.
Yeah.
First 10 overs they should be conscious.
Not conscious. If you thrash them from first 10 over,
no, you should never be conscious against their bowler.
Sign and all.
If you be conscious,
how
then they will sit onto your shoulder.
Like
sit onto your head.
पहले ऐसा होता कि even full balls they used to block.
Yeah.
But today Gill he did drive.
अरे भाई करना चाहिए ना normal.
But if you drive, then उन लोगों का confidence कम होगा.
No, if you just drive, they will misfield.
Then they will think where to bowl, whether to bowl full or
नहीं. Good balls आपको respect करना चाहिए.
Obviously.
Leave करो आपको ball.
That is
नहीं. That day they were not getting runs. Even the full ball they were just confused. Confused होके खेलोगे, वही तो बोला इंडिया में.
No, now they got the terrain. Now they know how to handle. So Ahmedabad match will be very good, I guess.
Ahmedabad match
till the Asia Cup finishes.
Gill 100.
I will tell you Ahmedabad matches. I'll tell you India-Pakistan match in Ahmedabad. First thing, Pakistan has never been played. Last match they played in so much crowd. What at MCG where they played the final. They don't have they don't have a habit of playing with a large audience, because in their home ground people don't come to watch the match. that last match, if you see
So
last,
do you think that will impact
that
the
will
players
impact
in the field? How?
No, that
They won't even listen to the crowd.
No, they definitely that.
Obviously, fans will come for a support.
That,
I understand.
You need to have, see, playing without an audience and playing with the audience are
So,
two different things, right?
Do you know in the world, in terms of any sports, in terms of capacity, which is the biggest current ground in the entire world in terms of football, cricket, anything?
Football, cricket, Ahmedabad.
No, that's he answered already. What is the second best then?
MCG होगा.
नहीं क्वेश्चन क्या था आपका?
Question in terms of capacity, which is the largest ground in any sport
That is Ahmedabad.
in the world.
That is
No, second.
Second MCG होगा. I think that will be MCG.
No, not only in cricket. I mean, he is asking. All sports, like even consider football, rugby,
So
tennis.
that is kind of, there are different steps, but one of that is Ahmedabad is considered to be the largest capacity in the entire world in terms of any sports. Second largest North Korea ने कैसे बना दिया I don't know. There is one ground there, football ground. वो कौन देखने जाता है I don't know.
North Korea, that forget who. North Korea second. He's saying second hard is North
US
Korea.
Open हुआ था New
Yeah,
York
second,
में,
North Korea.
who-
But no one plays there. But
That's a
it's
27
around 1 lakh.
1,000.
1 lakh, no?
टेनिस
That
1 lakh.
that is
What?
1 lakh
Okay,
capacity.
we'll take another question.
Yes, yes.
Now I have one question.
हाँ.
So, do you think Pakistan made a blunder after winning the toss not to bat?
Yesterday only I told that is the biggest blunder.
In the sunniest weather,
They were overconfident. I mean,
अच्छा शैलेंद्र सिंह बोल रहा है उनका कुछ खास क्वेश्चन है ओनली फॉर माचिस भाई बोल रहे कहाँ से हैं आप लोग किस देश से हो आप आंसर कीजिए तब सब्सक्राइब करूंगा
शैलेंद्र भाई आप सब्सक्राइब करें या ना करें वो मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता आप आ गए हमारे चैनल पे दैट इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग एंड यू नो वेयर आई एम फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड सो आई वाज बोर्न इन इंग्लैंड बट आई एम इंडियन बाय रूट्स सो दैट्स हाउ इट इज
यस ओके हम लोग देसी है भाई इंडियन बट वी स्टेइंग हियर
व्हाट इज श्रेयस अय्यर प्लेस इन द टीम actor
वो खेलेंगे भाई वो खेलेंगे.
Water boy.
Water boy, he is better than water boy.
so Shreyas Iyer will definitely play in the team
So, Waterboy is not
that is the
least job, no? For the Indian cricket team.
that is true. So विराट कोहली तो साहब ने तो फाड़ दिया आज केएल राहुल ने फाड़ दिया अभी इनका टेस्ट हो गया हार्दिक पांड्या का टेस्ट हो चुका है ईशान किशन का टेस्ट हो चुका है we'll talk about one bowler that is Mohammad Siraj what he was doing today.
No, good bowling, man. Good bowling.
Today,
He's not a good bowler.
obviously everyone is doing good that's why he is overshadowed
but because Mohammad
but he
Siraj
is not doing the very best I mean we have more expectation
I am from the day one I am telling
okay.
we should not pick Siraj over Sami. I don't
then
know
why do you think
That
the
I
reason
agree, I
Siraj
agree.
is being preferred
वो कल
I don't know.
ahead of Shami?
It's just-
Obviously, World Cup coming in within a month or 1.5
Siraj
month.
is good
Even
in only
resting
one
Shami
condition.
or resting a prime player is a good thing, but not. Also,
Every
you need to
matches.
think the prime player should be in a good touch.
good that is
To
true.
prove in the World Cup.
I don't think
So,
I don't think
I
Do
don't
you
think
think-
they have given rest.
No,
Do you
no,
think
no,
it's
no,
a rest reason?
No, it's not a
Or
rest.
they are going to go
No,
with
going
the same
with
squad
Siraj.
in the
Same
World Cup.
squad. I
So
think-
no Shami in the World Cup.
No, Sami.
Siraj is good in only one condition that is to the left hander bowling across I mean
I know I know
know-
one thing Siraj का जो
angling out
one
left
thing-
hander khilaf that is when he is very good about and that happens only in test cricket man.
that is true that happened
Then
only.
you take him in test cricket I don't object but then why
But do you think even he will bowl good to David Warner?
David Warner only he had taken many times I mean not obviously David Warner in his end of career so that's why he's not the very best.
Siraj is like I know he has come a long way around from being a practice netball bowler to being in RCB then coming back to Indian team proving him red ball but picking Siraj over Sami in ODI I don't believe that's a good option because see once your Bumrah got injured ना आपका जब Bumrah injured हुआ था after that you trusted on Sami once Bumrah Mohammad Sami became the frontline bowler and after that suddenly Bumrah comes back you just drop Sami it's
not dropping, man. It's resting him.
So,
Tomorrow he will play. Tomorrow he will play for sure.
would like to say something here तो आपका क्या कमेंट है जो NCA से जो NCA में प्लेयर जाती है और उसका कमबैक है आपको मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ केएल राहुल इसके बाद है श्रेयस अय्यर, इसके बाद है
बुमराह।
कुलदीप यादव का पूरा बॉलिंग एक्शन एनसीए ने चेंज किया है जस्ट टू नॉट गेट इंजरी प्रोन। तो उसका चेंज किया एक्शन। इसके बाद और क्या, बुमराह 4-5 प्लेयर आपका एनसीए से कमबैक कर रहा है। आप क्या बोलते हो उनका परफॉर्मेंस से?
So you must.
Do you want more player to go to NCA and then come back?
No, because if people are doing much, then we must give credit to Venkatesh Prasad, who is the NCA chief now, right? So we must give credit.
But he said like BCCI is not doing good things. I mean the management, the selecting committee.
Selection committee is. So BCCI is, let's see how this team
No,
goes.
BCCI is NCA not under BCCI then.
Rohit Sharma ने कहा है कि I want to be in touch like 2019 World Cup. So let's see if So he
really good for India then.
He has given the statement that I want to be in same touch as 2019 World Cup. So
If the top 4, I mean, plays like today in every matches, not obviously we can't expect everyone to play like score 100 or centuries in the all matches, but at least 30, 40 runs by each person in the World Cup every match, and then one strong innings, one sensible innings by anyone in the middle. I mean the top order or middle order. Then India will be a good batting team.
So is this Bhuvneshwar Kumar injured? Why? You have any idea? Bhuvneshwar Kumar is injured.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar,
Career over.
Chahal,
Bro,
Washington
most
Sundar.
man of the match.
I think they now went to hurt and then they are playing English county.
Okay.
So they knew they are not going to come back
Okay.
to Team India at least for the World Cup or one day. So they choose their career in another way.
That is true. Okay. We are 44 minutes. We can go then end it now after some.
Yes.
Okay.
लोग
People are now celebrating because people now just in celebrating mode in India.
सेलिब्रेट करो।
Going out, getting black.
They will be going out on the road. They'll be drinking. They will be in the pubs full when people are playing.
Crackers, burning crackers.
Everything will be there. Biggest win against Pakistan, man. You must
बिरयानी
celebrate.
नहीं, मटन बिरयानी खाएगा इंडिया में।
Why not beef?
Why not?
बीफ भी खा सकते हैं, मतलब वो पर्टिकुलर लोग जो खाएंगे तो खाएंगे। नॉर्मली वो कॉमन नहीं है इंडिया में, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, आई एम नॉट अगेंस्ट दैट।
So yeah. So anyway, guys. So thank you for joining us. Hopefully, because of the office and all, we might come tomorrow live. Might not.
No, we'll come at least after match.
After match, yeah. Hopefully tomorrow match will happen. Hopefully
So
tomorrow.
I mean, one more question. What do you think the tomorrow's playing 11 will be? I mean,
Tomorrow-
will there be any changes?
No change।
I think they should go.
There will be change, bro.
I-
Akshar Patel will play.
Should have।
Shardul Thakur, I guess.
I don't think there will be any change till World Cup. They have done a lot experiment.
I think there will be a change
Mohammad
tomorrow.
Sami, I think they will.
No.
I think Siraj ko. Siraj
No,
ko-
one change
there
I
will be-
guess there will be a one change because I guess they may rest either one of guy, Ishan Kishan or KL Rahul. Because I didn't expect KL Rahul will keep today after scoring 100.
Yes.
But the way he did today, might be he can be rested tomorrow, not because of his performance, obviously to give chances or not to take risky
that is
because they want him to play in the World Cup. But there will be at least 1 or 2 changes.
I think till your World Cup you should not change your winning combination. We have done a lot experiment all these days. So now you should stick to your basic. And then there is the team spirit also required, man. Earlier days I used to see all the players come together and then they do some
Scrum.
sprint.
Scrum. That is scrum.
Now everything changes, buddy. So now the team bonding session has been introduced by every team, at least by India. Because what I know, playing for
Just before
many
match
leagues,
you do this
because they had a very fun session.
The rhythm is required.
Like all the 15 member squad, they before the match day after dinner they go to in the hotel they have the team they call this as a team bonding session for 1 or 2 hours where the people imitate each other, they mock each other, they sludge each other, so that it won't implement in a bad way in the ground.
Tomorrow's match, one thing I want to talk about. We have talked about India.
Sri Lanka
Captain Sanaka. What a inning that guy is playing.
I think he's carrying the team's.
Amazing.
What a player he is.
13 games unbeaten. Sri Lanka.
what a player Saraka is, and what a captaincy
Bro,
that guy
he
is.
is one of the top all-rounders
हाँ,
at the
who-
moment.
Yes.
See, fast bowling all-rounder.
Yes,
We-
and
we-
Hardik Pandya is competing with him. I still keep Sanaka ahead than
Because-
Pandya. I am not obviously against Pandya.
You see, remember the 100 he scored
हाँ,
against
yes,
India?
yes,
Wow,
yes,
wow,
yes,
wow.
yes,
What
yes.
a century, man.
What
But
a-
yesterday,
Though
that's-
it is in a
Samira-
losing toss, but it's a good
but
one.
it's a very good.
Excellent,
in the last match,
And
who
captaincy
scored?
also, he does very good captaincy.
You know, once he made his team win against Australia.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka was
No.
Australia.
He only scored 80.
Who was the guy scored 93 in the last match? Is it Samika? What is that guy name? That guy name?
Yes.
Yeah, last match against Bangladesh, right? 93. The guy scored. Is Samika?
Last story got out. Yeah, man.
So they also have talent.
They have talent. They have
They have
you-
talent
you-
and
you-
they are
you
very
must
good.
remember one thing. Why I'm talking about Sri Lanka is, you must remember one thing. We have been outclassed by Sri Lanka in last Asia Cup, T20 Asia Cup, and they beaten Pakistan. So for Pakistan, the roads to finals are not easy. They need to beat Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka is a team which can give you challenge, at least in Colombo. I am 100% sure. So for Pakistan,
Even for India, maybe tomorrow it will be
India
very
tomorrow,
difficult.
will
It's
be
not
difficult.
easy. It's not going to be
It's
easy.
not a
What do you
cakewalk.
want to say? Last question I have, and then we can stop the live because I
So
guess
now we will
our-
talk about Sanaka. We will talk about Tikshana. Tikshana is doing.
No, that's
good
fine. We'll
bowling.
talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, we'll
we
talk.
just have last question,
Okay.
one last question for you.
Uh-huh.
So obviously, you earlier mentioned that for India we had reserve day for other team, like let's say the
Yeah.
Bangladesh. What was the Bangladesh Sri Lanka game? There was no reverse.
There's
day.
no
No,
No,
only
no, no.
finals and today's. I mean,
Yes.
India
So
Pakistan
now,
game was-
whatever Jay Shah did is like 200% correct. For Sri Lanka Bangladesh, there was no reserve day required, and then the game went on. Even though the rain predicted, no rain. That's the power of Jay Shah. And then for the next match, for in Sunday, he kept purposefully the reserve day. And then reserve day, the entire match happened.
Yeah,
50 overs match.
that's not a
see.
power of
Huh?
So he's not
What
only.
is
I think
vision,
he should
man?
go as a weatherman,
Huh?
assistant weatherman or something like
if
that.
you consider reserve, they would
What
have not
is
been there.
reason, huh?
Reserve, they would have not been there. We could have saved 1 point against
1-1,
Pakistan,
huh?
and Pakistan bowling and batting would not be exposed, and
And
they would be
they would
happy.
have still be flying. They would have still be flying like, okay, we are the boss. We are the
No,
boss.
because if points were shared, they would be in a good position to reach finals.
That-
Already they won one game against Bangladesh. So
Now, the big question is India, Sri Lanka is there tomorrow. Obviously, we beat Sri Lanka. No,
No,
doubt
you
about it.
never know. You
No,
never-
No,
we
it will be decided
will.
tomorrow.
It will be
Okay,
decided.
okay. Then comes Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. Pakistan, Sri Lanka. What if Sri Lanka?
That's what I'm telling you.
So we want.
Pakistan should
No,
be careful
I
about Sri
remember
Lanka.
that guy, one of the guy, I don't know, Muhammad Hafiz, Amir, whatever, that shit guy said, we want India to beat Nepal, otherwise we're gonna miss India in finals. So we want to have India Pakistan final. We want to see.
Let's at least
we
pray
will-
for Pakistan to come to finals.
Now
Let's see
I
what's going.
I want Pakistan to at least beat Sri Lanka so that we can beat them again in finals.
Yeah, Pakistan.
Okay.
So that's what I'm telling you. No? Roads to Pakistan for final is my thing.
We
was
should
that.
not care. कोई भी आ जाए,
Roads
सब
to,
पर आ जाए.
roads to
सबको
Pakistan
हरा
for
देंगे.
final. But we must care that Pakistan should be beaten by Sri Lanka. That is my wish, and Pakistan will be thrashed by Sri Lanka.
No. Let them come to finals. We'll beat them again.
We can beat them again. That
Okay,
is-
anyway, it is fine. We don't care.
Question, sir, someone has asked some question. If someone can check that.
Yeah, someone said Sri Lanka is a very dangerous team. Something.
Yeah, that's what I.
So I don't know. Yeah, Sri Lanka team is very dangerous. We have only 50-50 chance of winning against
Act and actor.
More than 50, man. More than 50.
More
yeah.
we see Sri Lanka team.
65% at least.
Sri Lanka team is danger, but in equally India team is also very dangerous. That you want to. The main thing will be the second bowler. That is Siraj. If he perform well, that is the thing. So let's see. Why you are
Discarding Sri Lanka. They played against same Indian team. No, we
They
are
are-
not.
they-
No. We are not underestimating any team.
No.
We are not underestimating any
it's
team.
just-
Today also, we are speaking against. I mean, obviously, we were only speaking how India outplayed Pakistan. We
That
didn't
is-
So
discriminate
JJ,
Pakistan team.
First of all, I'm not sure whether you are. I mean, you can tell me where you are from. I don't know if you are from India or Sri Lanka or from anywhere. I don't know. But then we are not discarding Sri Lanka. We do support Sri Lanka, and then in this tough conditions, the way they are still playing,
That is-
I just salute Sri Lankan team. Obviously, Sri Lanka had produced all-time greats, just like Jay Surya,
Sangakkara,
Sangakkara, all these
Dilshan,
greats.
the
But
captain.
obviously,
Sanaka,
compared to
Dilshan,
them,
Rajudana Tungam,
yes, compared to those, right now, if I just see, if I am honest, so compared to those players, Sri Lankan team is not the very best. Even Angelo Matthews was the last great player I had seen. But then nowadays Sri Lankan team is not that good. But then in Sri Lankan condition,
but never
you
far
can, yeah.
last time you have beaten
Yes,
them.
yes. In Sri Lankan condition, Sri Lankan can still be a threat. But I still keep India ahead of Sri Lanka. It's just not because we are from India.
Considering the Indian team form, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If had this question been asked for me at the day one, I could have sworn 50-50. But now we have a good form, we have a good team. Team is in rhythm. That's the reason I am going. But before that,
So there is only one advantage, if you could say, is the Sri Lankan condition. Sri Lanka had a well rest. For the next game, Indian team might have not had enough rest. But still, I think I keep Indian team ahead of Sri Lanka, and India should go ahead with the same combination rather changing it.
I'll tell you one thing. Okay. I was watching a Pakistani. I generally watch a lot of Pakistani channels to get my head comments. Okay, so I was watching a Pakistani cricket channel, and they were telling me Pakistan was out of this game because they traveled a lot in this Asia Cup. The matches are in Pakistan, the matches are in Sri Lanka. They had a lot of thak gaye.
So thak gaye, obviously thak gaye.
One thing is they have said that. They are saying that because they are traveling back and forth in a week 3 times, that is the reason of their tiredness, and that is why they have lost.
भाई वन थिंग पाकिस्तानियों, एक चीज मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. वर्ल्ड कप ना इंडिया में हो रहा है, और इंडिया में ना एक लोकेशन पे वर्ल्ड कप नहीं हो रहा. देयर आर मल्टीपल लोकेशन, सो यू नीड टू ट्रैवल.
पाकिस्तान से
you need to travel in India. India is not a small country like Pakistan, right? Where from one place to another you can have a flight in 45 minutes and you can reach it. You have to two and a half hours flight.
इतना पैसा नहीं है कि फ्लाइट से ट्रैवल करे. where they running,
वही
वो भाग के जा रहे थे क्या? मेरा भाई जो है 30 मिनट में 4-5 किलोमीटर भाग के आ गया.
अरे भाई
इधर आज
वो तो चैंप है भाई.
तो
बाबर आजम से अच्छा बैट्समैन है.
फिटनेस अगर प्लेयर में नहीं है तो ना चुल्लू भर.
I would say, if they can't even, if they start, obviously fans are doing these comments. I would say those fans are, they are limiting their players' fitness. Obviously, if you are a player at the international level, you obviously have those kind of things happen in any kind of one situation.
Out of 100 viewers or 100 supporters, there will always be some people who are still crying, just like Bangladesh
trying to find some reason.
Oh, okay, ICC चोर है, BCCI चोर है, पेंट में गिला हो गया,
Bangladesh team is like
बेंचोत कुछ भी कर दिए.
Bangladesh team is like considering Bangladesh team, I feel that that's a complete waste of talent. 23 years they have been playing cricket.
अरे वो तो हरामी मादरचोद है, I will tell you. So no, they ate from India. ये जो आप बांग्लादेश के किसी भी आदमी से पूछ लो कि भाई आप किसको सपोर्ट करते हैं, इंडिया पाकिस्तान. मतलब जो पाकिस्तान ने आपका जो मार लिया था, उसको सपोर्ट करो. इंडिया की वजह से आप बांग्लादेश हो, नहीं तो अभी भी ईस्ट पाकिस्तान और कितने घुस गए होते. तो you should always remember.
We'll go live on history one day.
तो आप लोग ना वो आप पूछते हैं किसी से कि भाई आप किसको सपोर्ट करते हैं, पाकिस्तान. किस वजह से? वो लोग मुस्लिम है, हम लोग मुस्लिम हैं. Is that the only reason?
23 years of cricket.
2007 में क्या हो गया था फिर?
स्कोर हम लोग जो हार गए थे. नहीं, हम लोग हार गए थे, दैट इज फाइन. उस टाइम क्या हुआ था, दैट इज फाइन. वो जो, लेकिन अभी आई एम टेलिंग 23 years of cricket you have not achieved something. It's like pretty bad. 23 years.
कभी क्वार्टर
agree, Bangladesh is best, better than them.
Better than
South Africa peaked. They came in 90s and picked up. Bangladesh still.
Today only 1 6 hit by Pakistan by Shaheen Afridi.
हाँ, साइन भाई बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है. ऐसे खेलते रहे आप. So बैटिंग से
he gave 1-6 and he considered. Again.
JJ, where are you from? We really liking your comments. So yeah, it would have been great if you can still if you can disclose your location. No, that's fine. Yeah, we love you. No problem.
We love you, man.
We love all the
Chalo,
viewers.
we'll take a break now. It's already an hour now. So probably so we'll meet tomorrow, guys.
JJ is from Ireland.
Oh, JJ bhai, thank you for watching us from Ireland.
We are too close. We can meet him.
Love this channel. Thank you. We can meet JJ. We will take you live someday, JJ, in our channel. So there are few people who are commenting me on Instagram channel that I want to come live with you. So we'll take them live together.
Collab. Okay, yeah.
No, not to collab. They are like fans. They want to.
Oh, live interaction.
Live interaction. We'll do
So
that.
JJ, if I think you are from Sri Lanka, let's say, obviously I have grown up seeing 1996 World Cup. I still remember it's Will's World Cup, Share the Magic. That was the theme of the World Cup. And then that time, the Jayasuriya. So man, what a player he was. I mean, the fearless cricket that he brought in.
Jayasuriya and Kalu, what you see now has been developed by Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka in the first 15 overs, how to score runs. So they were the one who brought that cricket in. And then
everyone started.
A new style of cricket they brought in.
New style of cricket. And then that time Australian team was dominating the entire world. And then Sri Lanka showed their no less.
That is true.
How to fuck Australians, they knew. And then they did it. And then India, obviously, we lost against Sri Lanka in the semi-finals in Kolkata Eden Gardens, if you remember that game. So that all happened. But then Sri Lanka truly deserved that game because they were that dangerous that time. All the greats playing that, and I salute that. I mean, I really. And then Aravinda De Silva. He was the guy scoring centuries, I guess, in semi-final and finals.
Finals.
So
see, Aravind De Silva, Rana Tunga, those guys are flawless that time. Their whole team is like, if you see from there, this first thing is this guy, Kalu Vitarna Jayasuriya. They will hit like anything, and then they will have this Rana Tunga and De Silva to take the wicket, rotate and the
yeah, I still remember another guy, maybe not that famous, Roshan Mahanama. He is a very good guy. I mean, very.
Roshan Mahanama. Then they're good bowler. That Chamunda Boss is like.
Chaminda Bass is the one of the great in swing bowlers.
Swing bowling ever. World has produced.
You know his full name. It's very big.
Chaminda Bass.
It's very big.
Yeah. So he might not be the very fast bowler. I mean, too fast. But
Murli was there at that time.
So one thing I'd like to say, I see people comparing, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, the fastest ball he bowled 137, and then Harish Shroff, the slowest ball he bowled 139, and then there is a meme going on. So I would like to tell you guys one thing. So there is megapixel camera. There are some companies like bullshit company, they will give you 50 megapixel camera with no quality. And there are some companies like, let's say iPhone, they give you 12 megapixel, 13 megapixel, but you still get better quality. So speed is not about the quality. Pace is Umran Malik also bowls 156.
Continuous.
Do you agree? Pace is pace, yeah.
Pace is not a
pace or quality.
So see, Umran Malik, no line, no length. And Indian team has given a lot of chance before this World Cup so that he could have been. But he has not.
Chaminda was Muralidharan also.
Yes, they were all great.
Yeah.
Now
we were telling those.
Actually, we waited for you guys to comment on Kohli and Sachin, whether Kohli can break Sachin's record at least in ODI.
I don't think so.
हम लोग आप लोग वेट किए थे, but कोई कमेंट नहीं है आप लोगों से, तो
maybe we'll have a discussion session on it.
We can still say that.
We can do is we can record a video and
5 लोग देख रहे हैं,
Maybe we
so
can-
I am saying that.
No, before going live,
So no.
you can tell the topic.
Yeah,
What would
we
be the
obviously
live
can,
topic?
but whoever is watching right now, we can tell them. Dekho, for Kohli, he has already played 278 games. Okay, and then he scored 13,000 runs. Okay, so in his 278 games, he has actually taken 13-14 years of career, right? So, agar he has to break Sachin's record at the same pace if he scores, so he need another 130 to 140 games. That is what we analyzed. So to play 130, 140 games, and that to end of your career where you are more injury prone, so you at least need another 5-6 years.
That is true.
Kohli is always, already 34 years old. So by 40 years old only he can break all his record if he managed to score almost
at the same pace. At the same pace, same form.
So it's not a cakewalk to break Sachin's record. That's why we call Sachin a god. I know many in the world, they don't consider Sachin. They said, oh, Lara is great. Obviously, Lara is also great. But then you need to see Sachin playing 463 games with the almost same average, almost same pace. I remember 2011 World Cup, he is the second highest run scorer at that age. And then if you remember when the rule of the ODI changed, he scored 200 against South Africa, not a minnow. Okay, scoring against Dilston. So what age did he score that? So almost at his end of career, like 38 years. Do you still believe any player in the world can score 200 in end of his career? It's very very tough. So that's why I'm saying, so कोहली के लिए आसान नहीं होगा सचिन का 18,500 रन जो है ओडीआई में वो ब्रेक करना, ठीक है। और एक चीज बोल रहा हूँ कि टेस्ट में जो सचिन का स्कोर है वो तो आप भूल ही जाओ।
No, see, Kohli, one thing, the guy has commented is a very good thing. Two eras are different, right? So, what Sachin era is
Obviously, two eras are different. But then I would like to add here, do you think today's era is difficult than previous era? That is what my question is. Do you, I mean, that is what your analysis should be on. Do you think आपको then earlier days if you remember Steve Buckner out दिया तो out है 90 रन में LBW leg before, now you can review that, you can still survive. तो आपको ये बोल रहा है, do you think today's era is difficult than previous era?
What era means ki, see there are few things. Sachin started playing very early age and he's God. I'm not telling
he is God, and then even though any of the era if I compare it's still too much difficult to break his record.
His record can't be break.
He doesn't only want to break his record, man. He's not interested in breaking that 18,000 run record.
No. I'm not telling whether you are interested or not, whether it is possible. Because we
it's
always
not possible.
We love Virat Kohli. I mean, he is the next great batsman we see after Sachin, and it's proud moment for us because both of them are Indian. And we can proudly say we produced
two best batsmen,
Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, and then forget about Rohit Sharma. He's the second and third highest century scorer in ODI. Okay, we don't consider him. We sidelined him just because we had those kind of great batsmen. And then if you see Bangladesh is scoring 9 or 10 centuries like Shakib Al Hasan. Obviously, he's a good all-rounder. I'm not saying that. They will still keeping on the shoulder and head, and then
dancing, tiger dance.
Tiger dance, nagging dance.
Okay.
Kohli own beat Sachin record. That's actor. What you saying?
That's
that is what we wanted to say. That was my question for all of you, and we actually tried to analyze thoroughly. It's very difficult. 6 years
more cricket to come.
Kohli needs 6 more years.
That is impossible. Kind of. Hope it will happen, but not possible.
So Walker, Shoaib, Warney, Murli, Vaz, Donald, Bretley, Megra today attack Kohli plays is no match. Obviously,
that's no match.
No, obviously I agree with you. No match. There are good bowlers. I could still say Stark is no bad. Hazelwood, Cummins, Rabada.
He played
there are players, but obviously not as good as that era. I mean, you see 800 wicket. Do you still think anybody can break that record? No. Nobody can. I mean, Murli, even Abdur Razak, Sachin said is the toughest bowler to face ever.
And
That's the best ever all-rounder Pakistan has produced.
I agree with that.
So that was a different era. I mean, altogether different. There will be players coming and going, but then it's irreplaceable. So that's true. So what are your thoughts about Manjrekar Walker fight, saying Yuvraj better than Hardik or vice versa? There is no comparison on Yuvraj Singh. He is the guy who has actually let us win two World Cups, not only one World Cup. 2007 आप अगर देख लो पूरा T20 World Cup, he was the guy.
Man of the series.
And then I doubt India could ever produce a batsman like him. He was just a gift of God. He was just flawless. The kind of shot he used to play, it's just I mean effortless. I have.
And Rohit Sharma can only win cup for Narendra Modi. For Gujarat, IPL, in IPL, not for India.
Yuvraj Singh was altogether a different type of player. आप उनका बैट लिफ्ट देख लो, आपको अगर क्रिकेट का समझ है, आप एनालाइज करो, the kind of shot he used to play, just a matter of a flick, वो छक्का मार लेता था. तो आज का कौन बैट्समैन है 6 बॉल में 6 छक्का जो मार लिया ना, इंडिया का कोई बैट्समैन कर पाया? रोहित शर्मा ने मान लो 500-600 छक्का मार लिया. Did you able to do that? No.
ओए भाई मैच कैसा लगा? मैच यार बहुत डिस्कशन किए, 1 घंटा से कर रहे हैं. जबरदस्त मैच था भाई. और हम लोग जीते, पाकिस्तान की वर्ड लगा दिया, हाईएस्ट एवर विक्ट्री इंडिया हैज डन, जो भी किए।
बट ये खत्म नहीं है, उनको ना 100 रन के अंदर आउट करना है और हम लोग को 400 मारना है और उनको ना वी नीड टू कीप ऑन डूइंग दैट फॉर सम इयर्स। इसके बाद वो औकात उनको समझ में आएगी। तो वो लोग बहुत उछल रहे थे। आई मीन ऑब्वियसली वी आर द वेरी बेस्ट टीम इन द वर्ल्ड।
दैट इज ट्रू।
हम लोग नहीं बोलेंगे कि 1 नंबर है, बट ऑब्वियसली टॉप 3 में वी आर देयर। तो
फर्स्ट इज पाकिस्तान, सेकंड इज इंडिया in terms of ranking.
So in terms of ranking ही जाते हैं, obviously other teams are doing good, but then if you compare the conditions.
अभी कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं? अभी स्कॉटलैंड से बोल रहे हैं भाई विपिन सिंह सर, स्कॉटलैंड से बोल रहे हैं हम लोग यहीं पे बैठे हुए हैं, घर पे हैं हम लोग, कोई स्टूडियो वगैरह नहीं है, गरीब आदमी है। आप लोग लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करेंगे तो स्टूडियो बनेगा।
सिर्फ आप लोगों को अगर बाहर देखना है तो आपको दिखा देते हैं। कैन वी चेंज द कैमरा व्यू?
हाँ देख लो, लास्ट बार कॉपीराइट स्ट्राइक आ गया था अभी।
तो आप लोगों को सिर्फ ये दिखा देते हैं कि अभी हम लोग स्कॉटलैंड से बोल रहे हैं, इधर अभी दिन है।
Bro, you change the camera.
या अभी इधर दिन ही है। तो ये है हम लोग का जो रात को अभी 7 बज रहा है, 7 से ज्यादा हो गया, 7:30। तो अभी भी दिन ही है इधर।
तो
Thanks for Joydeep for hospitality.
हाँ, तो ये है हम लोग का रूम। इधर से हम लोग लाइव आ रहे थे। अभी ये माचिस भाई को देख लो।
मैं बिहार से बोल रहा हूँ। थैंक यू भाई, बिहार से बोल रहे भैया, पार्टी कीजिए जाके, इंडिया ने वार्ड लगा दिया, खूब पार्टी कीजिए। दारू पीना, सॉरी ड्राई स्टेट है, दारू तो नहीं मिलेगा वहाँ पे।
तो पवा पिए कुछ
नहीं तो ताड़ी उड़ी ले ले, ताड़ी बीड़ी मछली, बेस्ट कॉम्बिनेशन। आई डोंट प्रमोट दैट, बट या यू कैन हैव इट।
Anyways, let's
मैं बिहार से बोल
रहा हूँ कि he's from Bihar. Okay, let's conclude the decision. We'll meet tomorrow after the match. Tomorrow is biggest day for India again because we need to go to the final of Asia Cup. Like से सब्सक्राइब कर देना, यहाँ तक आए हो तो मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए जय श्री राम, धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू, बाय बाय।